Oops. Good afternoon. I'm going to just share with in only one place, so this is going to be quick today. Hello everybody. And today I'm going to talk about something that we started last week. And the reason is very profound. And when people gather, I didn't do absolutely any advertisement today. I didn't tag anybody. I couldn't, so I will thank you so much if you do it for me with your friends. And I'm going to start asking, especially for the people who will watch the video later. Have you ever realized that toxic emotions that we have, anger, frustration, anxiety, depression, and many others, affect our organs, our life, our health? Well, I really didn't know. The truth is, I didn't know until I started having some issues. And these issues were, well, sometimes in the heart, sometimes in my back. Let me see. I am just trying to do something correct here. Yeah. All right. And today I'm going to show you a few things. Very happy with this. Okay. Yesterday, somebody who was in my live video from Canada a few weeks ago tells me about this man who developed a method, a healing method, self-healing method called the emotion code. And he discovered that we can find with kinesiology, means putting our arm on the side, I don't know, something like that, and push, and our body will give a response for yes or no. Hola Stella, what are you doing here? And he shows this table to teach people the way to find where we have, what is the root cause of our health issue. And my point is to see what he's trying to look for. Column A, row 1, heart and small intestine. Abandonment, betrayal, thorium, I don't know what is that, lost, love and received. The next one, anxiety, despair, disgust, nervousness, worry, and so on, and so on, and so on. Row 4, anger, bitterness, guilt, hatred, resentment. Column B, and that's the liver and the gallbladder. This is something that I didn't know until a few years ago. And so on. So this man, what he does is help people to find this, where do we have something that we need to work on. And this is something that in energy healing and Reiki, this is what we are looking for. What we are looking for is the root cause of whatever is causing some health issues to our client. Now, I will go back to okay, I just got out from there, but I will go back to this. Because if you see the videos, this man, I don't remember his name, it may take 15-20 minutes to find out. What we do in Reiki, we move over the body, over the chakras, we feel a tingling or a heat or something, people feel different things, and or with a pendulum, the method that I developed, I can do this very quickly. But the results are the same. Now, I was reading the book Vibrational Medicine. I started reading it again for the last week or so. And this man talks about that Louise Hay, the author of You Can Heal Your Life, it's a very well-known book. She has a list of health conditions. This woman hit very rock bottom when she was 5 years old, and she tells that in her story. The most important thing, her story is at the end. So I read her story yesterday. She had a stepfather who sexually abused her, and she said, at 15 I was tired of sexual abuse, and I left my home. So she had a very, very hard life. And in the process, she learned how to heal herself and wrote this book and helped thousands of people to heal. All right. Let me see if I can find this. And this is part of the list of Louise Hay. I did this because I had problems in one ankle since I was a kid. An ankle says, I think it's ankle. Yeah. Inflexibility and guilt. Ankles represent the ability to receive pleasure. So she gives an affirmation for every situation, and the affirmation is, I deserve to rejoice in life. I accept all pleasure life has to offer. And so on. For each condition, but my point is again, everything that we are suffering, this is started I think in page 175, every emotion, toxic emotion that we have affects our body. Here we can read inflexibility and guilt, and that's what I read, anger and frustration, denying of self, releasing point, dumping ground, etc., 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 etc. Let's bring another of a page on the list of Louise Hay. So she does this through affirmations. Arthritis, feeling unloved, criticism, resentment. Asthma, smother, love, inability, I don't know. Inability to breathe for oneself, feeling stiff, suppressed crying. Back represents the support of life. Lower back, I've been having problems with my lower back since I was born. I have scoliosis. My friend and chiropractor told me that the vertebrae were twisted since I was born. What does it mean? What do you think? Let me see my Reiki students here. There is one. At least one here. Let me see on the other side. I don't see many people. When we are born with a condition, like I was born with this scoliosis, that doesn't give me that much trouble, but I have to work on that. It's because it came from another life. So it's very likely that in my other last life, here where it says lower back, I have fear of money, lack of financial support. And on the right, there is an affirmation. I trust the process of life. All I need is always taking care of. All I need is always taken care of. I am safe. So with these affirmations in the mind change our energy and eventually will help us to heal. Let's go to another one. What is the other one? Why I don't see it? Hold on a second. It's up here. Here. All right. Let's go to the next one. Actually, and this is, I think this is the liver, because I have liver problems too. I had hepatitis when I was 24 because I wanted to gain weight and I started eating things with fat. And liver is seat of anger and primitive emotions. And the affirmation will be love and practice. No, love and peace and joy are what I know. So the liver is a seat of anger, and I used to get angry very quick. And let's see the other one, the one that I skipped. No, that's the liver. We did that. This one. I think this is the gallbladder stones. Yes, gallbladder stones. Mental no. Bitterness, hard thoughts, condemning, pride. There is, and the affirmation is, there is joyous release of the past. There is joyous release of the past. Life is sweet, and so am I. What I discovered is that bitterness and anger, frustration affects the gallbladder of women, and for men is the liver. And for the subject today that I'm trying to educate people, eventually men and women, but menopause. Menopause problem would be, in this case, what I learned, that women, when they lose too much blood during menopause is something else, but during the menstruation, it's because the body is telling them that there is something that needs to be healed. But menopause problem, fear of no longer being wanted, fear of aging, self-rejection, not feeling good enough. All these things doesn't mean that you have this situation. This is a general guideline. My point is, again, to see how our emotions affect our life. Okay, there is one more. The ovaries. Challenges in the ovaries. Represents point of creation, creativity. There is nothing wrong here. I am balanced in my creativity flow. But we can read here, pain means guilt. Guilt always seeks punishment. Palsy, paralyzed thoughts, getting stuck. Pancreas represents the sweetness of life. Pancreatitis, rejection, anger, and frustration because life seems to have lost its sweetness, and so on and so on and so on. So what does it mean? What it means is that absolutely all toxic emotions affects our body. And now I'm going to show you a funny video that I really, really, really like. In this video, we are the track, and let's see if somebody, can you put those pictures there so we can read them? I will try to put it somewhere in the chat because we don't have that much time, but I will do that. I will put all the pictures in my homepage, in my Facebook. I want you to see this video. We are the track, and I want you to tell me, what do you think are the stones? I know that some people were in the Spanish presentation that I did in the group here on Thursday, but I want you to see it. Okay, that's all. What do I want to show you here? When we hold with all our might to toxic emotions, this is what happens. Our life goes bananas. When we hold to a toxic person, our life goes haywire. And I've been through that, and we all have been through that. So it's not something that to blame us, because we learn that way. Carmen says it is all related to the hormone imbalance and major gland reaction through the endocrine. Yeah. How are you doing, Carmen? Yes, it's all related to that. But the imbalance in the hormones in women, in men too, is because of toxic emotions, and usually is in our romantic relationships. You think about that, Carmen. When all these problems, deep problems in our health start, is because these toxic emotions in our romantic relationships. Going back to the track, I love this video. I'm going to play it again. To me, we are the track, we are working in life, and we are accumulating stone by stone. Not like St. Francis of Assisi, this beautiful movie, Father, Son, Sister, Moon, where he's building stone by stone. There is a beautiful song, that church. We are building here, we are digging a hole in the ground for us, by carrying all these toxic emotions, and I will show it to you one more time. And we are the track, so we are in life moving around, and all of a sudden the thing life start going in a way that we don't want, and boom, everything collapses. So check the video again. Right now is the tipping point, the little grain of sand that make our life go haywire. It happened to all of us. But the interesting thing is, we know that things were not right, and we don't know how to get out of that. It's just the lack of knowledge in life. And this guy was very, very, very lucky, because, and this is like life, the bed of the truck cushioned the cabin so he didn't get hit. And the music is very nice. All right. I wanted to show you that. And I am way past the time, but I'm going to show you only one more picture. This man, I forgot his name, is a doctor. I will tell you right away. He's a doctor in Dr. Masaru Emoto in Japan. He started taking pictures of the crystallization of the water. And look what he found. For example, the word angel, the word peace, the word spirit, and the word you disgust me, the words you fool. What happened? There is a beautiful crystallization when we have positive, spiritual, uplifting words, but there is a messy, a very messy, what did I do here? Organization of the crystals of the water. And now, what happened? Look at here. A Mozart symphony, the song Imagine of John Lennon. Remember, imagine all the people living for today. The word peace, the word thank you, gracias. And then estorbas, das asco, heavy metal music. Now, we are about 75-80% of water. What happens when we have toxic emotion? This is what happened. We have this mess in the structure of the water that is in our body. And what happens over time? That affects our organs. With the specific emotions, for example, in women, the gallbladder is affected, then the uterus, then the ovaries. So my mission here is to educate people, make people aware. The more I talk about this subject, people open their eyes and said, women don't talk about that. And the doctors lie to women saying, ovaries, the ovaries are just to have babies and have cancer. So if you're not going to have any more babies, take them out. And they don't tell women that the ovaries produce the estrogen, progesterone, and the testosterone. And if women don't have that, it's a great handicap. That means it will affect their health. I have the hope, because happened with some people, some women that I know, that it's not that I have the hope, I have the confidence that even women who have been through the surgeries of these organs can improve their life a lot. And women that you know that are going through toxic emotions in a romantic relationship, whether it's a husband, the lover, the boyfriend, tell them, educate them, so they can avoid these unnecessary surgeries. All right, Carmen, visit your endocrine. Okay, yes, visit an endocrinologist, checks your metabolism, panel, diet. Everywhere is toxicity, subatomic particles. Not aware of origin, of cause and effect, signals negative emotions to reaction. Well, I am aware, Carmen, that's why I'm doing this. Think of your life, and you will see that there is a direct correlation between our health and toxic emotions. All right, let's start the session. For those new, you lay on the bed, make an intention. I am receiving an energy healing session from Carlos. Then make a healing intention. I don't want this pain in my head anymore. I don't want this pain in my back. I don't want this pain in the middle of the chest because an emotional situation. And then make a deeper intention. I want the root cause of this situation to be removed. Remember that toxic emotions are like a splinter in our finger, in our foot, that gets infected and hurts. We may take antibiotics, pain medication. However, the pain won't go away because infection is there. The root cause is there. Until we don't take the splinter, the problem won't go away. With us, it's the same. We need to remove the root cause. This is what Reiki does. You have a great opportunity. Yes, Carmen, stress is the root of all evils. Exactly. Stress is in everywhere and everything. Stress means any emotion that feels very uncomfortable in our body. So we start right now. You don't need to wait until I start playing my harmonium. Ay, ay, ay. You don't need to listen to the music. The energy goes everywhere. When I receive distant sessions, I rather don't have music. Don't worry, there are just pens and pencils. I am back. I need to bring something to show you. Okay. I just post most of the pictures in my homepage in Facebook now. I don't know how to call it. So you can read those toxic emotions. And what I wanted to show you, the songs that I played are from Paramahansa Yogananda Cosmic Chants. And the particular song that I played today, the words of the song are "Oh life, oh life is sweet and death a dream. Oh life is sweet and death a dream. When thy song flows through me, my Lord, when thy song flows through me." What does it mean? When we have this contact with God, that the sure way and deeper way to do it is through meditation. When we have this contact, the energy of God, the healing energy, goes through us. So the song says, life is sweet and death, when we leave the body, is a dream. Some comment distracted. Death is a dream when that energy flows through me. And I know that some people that I know, they feel that. Because I see the change from being in a very dark space because they didn't know any better. And with a few Reiki healing sessions, this energy starts flowing in this person to the point that this person is happy and is free. And her health improved, I don't know, 3, 4, 500%. Because that energy is flowing through this person's body. And then the next verse says, then joy is sweet, sorrow a dream. Then joy is sweet, sorrow a dream. When thy song flows through me, my Lord, when thy song flows through me. And I promise you that that's the way it is. I feel that joy every day when I meditate. And I feel that joy when I play my harmonium. This is the reason that I play my harmonium. I feel this avalanche of energy entering my medulla oblongata, entering the front of my heart and the back of my heart, and my whole body is full of light. I have a student who has the ability to see the energy. And I brought her. And I told her, tell me what you see when I sing my cosmic chants, when I practice my meditation techniques, all from Paramahansa Yogananda. And she saw, when you sing, I see this light coming to your body. When you practice your meditation technique, I see this light going up and down your spine. So what I am telling you is real. is more real than this stinky world that we live in. And please, Norma or Rosie, if you are awake, if you could type briefly the experience that you have. I know, Norma, you have great sessions. And I know, Norma, you are very smart because you said it once. I participate of the healing session of Carlos and they are free. If I had a healer or some of my students that do this every week, I won't ever miss them. But going back to the song, the next verse says, then health is sweet, sickness is a dream. And I promise you, when we make this contact with God through meditation or through the practice of Reiki or receiving Reiki, we may be sick. But when we have this energy flowing through us, sickness is a dream. Sorrow is a dream. And the next verse says, then praise is sweet and blame a dream. Do you remember when people blame us for something? And we know that we didn't do it, or, well, when we are in that deep state of peace, we won't feel any blame. We're just going to be anchored in that peace. And when we are anchored in that peace, all these toxic emotions leave our energy body. And then we are healthy. We are healing. All the things that Louis Hay says here. I mean, in my opinion, this is an excellent book, but look, there are like, I don't know, 20 pages or more of these health conditions, one by one for all the organs. There are, I tell you exactly, the list, from 175 to 225, 50 pages of all conditions, because they are real. However, my friends, everything can be done with only one tool: deep meditation, receiving energy healing sessions, but meditation is free. And if you notice, I didn't play the music on my iPod, and I'm not going to play the music anymore because we don't need it. And for another reason, every time that I play music from YouTube, they strike my video with a copyright note. Nothing happened to me, but they are making money with my video, and I don't care about the money. I am doing this to help you. I don't understand, Rosy, Paramahansa Yogananda, de quien te hablé hoy, but I don't know where. Oh, I don't know, you sent me a text, my phone is off. We'll talk about that later. And going back to the subject today, absolutely all the emotions, toxic emotions that we have, are affecting our body. And we need to strive to heal them. If our boss or environment at work causes stress, we need to heal them. But most of the time, I suggest you to look inside, because God put us in the place we need to be, and it's difficult to understand that. And I will tell you a story. When I was 5-6 years old, I heard this insult, this gross word, many times. And one day I was with kids 12 years old, double my age, and I said the word in Spanish, son of, and I didn't know what the whole phrase, and I didn't see the B word that follows. I say hijo de, because I don't know, it was funny to me, I had no idea. And a boy that was there, you don't say that, and grabbed my left ankle and twisted and broke it. My ankle was like swollen like that. I was with a cast for several weeks, and since then I have problems in my ankle. So I learned, even though my ignorance, the power of the word. This boy felt offended when I had no clue what I was saying. But God was telling me, be careful what you say. And took me years to understand that. So you see, I have my consequence of saying something hurtful for someone else, even I didn't know what I was saying, instantly. So if we are always angry with our parents, with our kids, with our spouse, our boyfriend, girlfriend, lover, with people at work, we are rusting our body from the inside out. I have a video from a friend, a great healer, that says exactly that. When we don't forgive, and there are other things that I don't remember, that start rusting us from the inside out. And this person, this healer, can see the energy, so she can see that, how the anger affects our body, how the frustration, how the depression. So we need to do something to heal, and I know it can be healed. I know there are people here that know this. All right. If there are no questions, there are no questions. I am so surprised. I sent an email to about 1,000 people. 400 of them, 450 sign up for these free sessions, and they don't even come. Rosie, I was talking to Irma about him, Paramahansa Yogananda, this morning. The comment was for Irma. Sorry. Okay, got it. I put the pictures. All right, everybody. I don't know why you don't have any question. Maybe I don't leave room for any question. In summary, we need to watch our mind and don't fall on unnecessary toxic thinking and leave behind the past. God doesn't care about the past. The only thing that He cares is the present, and doesn't care about the future because the future doesn't exist. What we are now, this is what we are. The past doesn't exist. The future, we are building the future with what we are doing now, and we are building our past with what we are doing now, because what I am saying now is the past already. There is a song, a beautiful song, is in Spanish. Maybe I will put it on Thursday. I will do the healing session in Spanish at 6, and just for 45 minutes, because I need to go to a ceremony, a spiritual ceremony. I have to leave my home at 7. All right, everybody. I love you all. I really love you more than you think, because when you make contact with God, this love just sprouts in you. It's there. It's a beautiful state. Next week will be the for the, not for the English but for the Spanish session, will be our monthly meditation. Bye, everybody. So on Thursday I'm going to start at 6. I wouldn't cancel for anything if I really can do it. Bye, everybody. Thank you for being here, and please share with your friends if you see any value on this. And share with your friends before, so you help me to spread this message. Bye-bye. Bye, Irma. Irmix Lopez.